Best thing that can happen to me is when someone tells me I can't do something. You ever have that feeling? Like, I don't know about you, but I love it when people doubt me. I've been this way since I was a little kid. See, I grew up in a divorced household at a time when being divorced was considered taboo. Many people looked at me and treated me differently, and as a result, I developed a little bit of that what we call teenage attitude. And I'll never forget, my high school guidance counselor told me I was never going to be anyone. Yup, you heard that right. A high school guidance counselor told me that I would never get into college, that I wasn't smart enough. I will never forget that day. I was like, just watch me. See, my dad deserves the credit for teaching me the power of you can't. And I want to share with you what my dad taught me so you can use it like I did to rewrite your future. Before I do that, I want to invite you to join my Move the Needle Challenge, where I share a simple framework to unlock the logjam that typically stands in the way of making progress. I want to help you apply this methodology to your specific challenges so you can move the needle forward on something that is important to you. If you're interested in this, sign up for the next challenge. All the details are in the description. Okay, the first thing my dad taught me was to shift the spotlight when you doubt yourself or when someone else doubts your ability to do something. I'm not talking about shifting the spotlight onto someone else. No. The spotlight I'm talking about is the feeling that you're being noticed, you're being watched, you're being observed, you're being judged, much more than you really are. See, it's human nature to want to be successful. In fact, we all need to feel successful. The feeling of being able to accomplish something ignites our energy level. When we make a mistake or when someone doubts our ability, we immediately feel like the spotlight is shining on us. And when things don't go our way, what do? We exaggerate the size of our problems. We bigify them, right? We feel like everyone's eyes are on our inaptitude. We conclude that the nightmare, right, is only going to get worse. The more we think about it, to play that talk track in our head, this causes most people to become paralyzed. Here's the truth. We all make mistakes. The challenge is not the mistake itself. It's what we do as a result of the mistake that matters most. The challenge is not our ability to even do something. The real issue is your willingness to learn. When most people are tasked with something to do that's outside their comfort zone, many become paralyzed by being in the spotlight, right? A lot of people stay trapped in this self-doubt. And what do? They do nothing. Others spend an enormous amount of time overanalyzing everything that the sheer weight of their analysis stifles any movement forward. I teach people how to overcome this in my Move the Needle Challenge. Right now, I want to teach you a simple tool you can leverage whenever this occurs in you or someone on your team. See, the problem with doubt is our tendency to believe the doubt. Shift the spotlight, right? Everything you do, every path you take, every wall you hit, every setback, failure, rejection you experience is all part of an unfinished journey. All these experiences are part of an unfinished sentence of your life story. When one chapter ends, a new one begins, right? Whenever you conquer one obstacle, another one emerges. The struggle starts all over again. That's the truth. What if you embrace this journey instead of fighting it? See, my dad taught me that life itself is just one big journey of infinite possibilities from the moment we are born. You can be anything, do anything, and go anywhere. He also taught me not to let anyone, no one, tell me I can't do something. Whenever you hear those words, he told me to say, but what if I could? See, what if I could go to college? What if I could start my own business? What if I could own a vacation home that was mine? Isn't your job as a leader the same? When your team thinks they can't do something, isn't your job to show them the possibilities? Your job as a leader is to role model the way. If you rewrite your future, others are going to be more willing to follow you so you can help them rewrite theirs. The easiest way to do this is to add one word to your vocabulary. That word is yet. Yet is the magic word to add to any sentence that begins with I can't, I'm not, or I don't. Let me give you an example. I can't get that promotion yet. I'm not good enough yet. I don't know how to do that yet. When I wrote my first book, someone told me, "How do you do that? You're not an author." My response was, "I'm not an author yet. And I'm publishing my third book this year." Crazy, right? Same was true for my first business. In early 2002, I think it was, someone said, well, you're not an entrepreneur. I just said, no, I'm not an entrepreneur yet. 18 years later, I'm now leading my third company. What stories are you telling yourself? Are you telling yourself, I'm terrible at this job? I'll never be able to make this client happy. I'm having an awful day. If so, look closer at the scenario. The job is just a job. It's not the final act that will determine your legacy. If the task is new to you, ask yourself if you're willing to learn. Shift the spotlight. Are you willing to put some time and effort into developing the necessary skills? Remember, you haven't mastered the job yet. What about the upset client? They don't hate you. Maybe there's a communication breakdown. There's a good chance expectations aren't clear yet. What about that awful day you're having? Things not going right. Everything feels like it's falling apart. Remind yourself that there's still time to salvage a day. If not, tomorrow's a new day. Nowhere is it written that every day has to be awful. Remember, you're not having a good day yet. See, shift the spotlight. If you want to rewrite your future, tell yourself a different story. Do you want to go deeper on this? If so, sign up for my next Move the Needle challenge, and I will work with you to personally help you move the needle on something important for you, for your team, or for your business. Didn't sign up yet? Okay, maybe you've seen me promote it before, but you just haven't done it. Practice what you learned here today and say, okay, I didn't sign up yet. I look forward to working with you, and remember, when you collaborate with other people, anything becomes possible. Okay, if you liked what I shared, right? If you got some valuable nugget out of today, do me a favor. Give it a like, share a comment below that's related to your business, and of course, subscribe, as each week I'm sharing content that will help you lead your team and scale your business. Talk to you soon.